Hey guys, this is Kevin, aka K-Man1, coming at you with another episode of Self-Sufficient Scape. First things first, I wanted to talk about a couple of editing side things that I noticed. First of all, I noticed that there was a watermark on my monitor from the fact that I'm using an unlicensed copy of Windows. Please don't come after me, Microsoft. Otherwise, I am not a criminal. It's only in this respect that I engage in criminal activity. But fortunately, since I have two monitors and the watermark is only on one, I just switched the monitor that I keep RuneScape on, and so now things should be hunky-dory. Second of all, I noticed while editing that the cursor doesn't react very well to being recorded, so I am not going to be capturing the cursor anymore. It's a little cleaner in my opinion, and I do want for these videos to be as polished as I can possibly get them with my current setup. I know that there's been a little bit of graininess, but I'm not very good at video editing, and I'm hoping that I can figure out a way to reduce that in future installments. Anyways, I am here at the Fungal Mages, which is a really good place to train up magic and defense, which is what I'm doing right now, because I actually already got 66 magic, which you're going to see in the video proper. But before the video starts, I want to talk a little bit about the purpose of the series. I mentioned in the first video that I wanted to show you how to build an efficient account, or something along those lines. And that is true. And specifically what I'm talking about is building a self-sufficient account, hence the title of the series. And the reason that's so important to me is because I know that a lot of the time it can be frustrating for lower level players, feeling like they constantly have to grind up for a bond and they don't have any money for other stuff. I know that I felt that way a lot of the time playing old school, that I was just constantly in the bond grind and I never had time or energy to do anything that I wanted to do. But the caveat to that is that I was always using really bad money-making techniques, stuff like spinning flax in lumberage and using the Motherlode mine. For those of you who don't know what that is, it's a place in old school RuneScape where it's decent mining XP and decent gold per hour, but it's the sort of thing that if it's all you're doing for money, then you're gonna struggle to get up to a point where you can really maintain membership and do anything else. So, the point I'm trying to get at is I want to show you not only how to maintain a bond, but I want to show you how to continue to have spending money on top of that. Sorry for the computer ping. How to have spending money on top of that. And most people will tell you the best way to get money is Slayer, which is why I've been so focused on raising combat. But I also wanted to show you all of the daily runs, because just with the daily runs that I've shown you so far, that's Viswax, Feathers, and Herb runs, which you can do 2 or 3 Herb runs a day. Just jump up on it. But with just those 3, you can easily get 17 mil in a week. Or in the course of a normal bond, 14 days, so 2 weeks. Meaning, in that way, you're self-sufficient. But if that's all you do in playing RuneScape, you just log on, get your Viswax, get your Feathers, do an Herb run, then you're going to get bored really quickly. And so I'm going to show you that not only should you do those daily runs, because those are very efficient to do at lower levels, but you should also do things to progress your account beyond just self-sufficiency. You want to progress it to the point where, yeah, you're self-sufficient, but also you can train up your skills relatively efficiently. You can do some PVM, which I'm not very good at because bosses are big and scary and I am small and weak. But basically, I want to show you not only how to survive playing RuneScape, but I want to show you how to thrive a little bit. I want to show you that just because you're low level doesn't mean you can't enjoy playing the game. You don't have to grind a million things just in order to start getting into the, quote, good content. And that's a little bit more what I meant when I started the series. That's more the concept I was trying to deliver to you. So that's going to be the focus of later episodes, sort of showing you, hey, these are some good tips and tricks to help progress your account a little bit more, but also to show you how impactful it is to do something as simple as training up combat for Slayer. and doing a little bit of rune crafting. Because there are going to be people who tell you, oh, the most efficient path is to do this, 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 and this. And yeah, that's true, but we're all human and we're not going to like every bit of content that's made available to us. So I want to show you, hopefully, as diverse of ways to keep yourself entertained in the game while also not having to worry about making sure you get the bond in time. Anyways, with all that said, I think it's about time to head into the video proper. Hey guys, I've been training my combat at ghouls for a little while, and I'm at 55 magic, which is good because now I can high alch. Well, I've been high alching, but I've had to boost in order to high alch. And I'm about to hit 50 defense, which it's not a requirement for Dragon Slayer, but I'm going to go complete Dragon Slayer now that I have... Why did I just alch a lobster? I'm going to go complete Dragon Slayer now that I have the ability to wear the armor that is rewarded to you from Dragon Slayer. So I'm here fighting Elvarg, and something that I come across every time I start a new account or do Dragon Slayer again is that this quest really isn't that hard. Like when you're young and you're doing it for the first time, you're running around like, oh man, I gotta go around and collect all these map pieces, and it's so big and exciting, and I can't wait to do the next thing. And then you go up against Elvarg, and it's just like, oh man, it's a big scary dragon. I've never had to fight one of these before. But like I've got relatively low combat stats, and Elvarg is only level 63. Like it's not even a challenge. Like, with crappy stats and not very good equipment, I beat Elvarg in like a couple minutes. It's kind of disappointing when you do it as an older person. Anyways, now that I've beaten Elvarg, I'm going to go ahead and turn in the head to Oziok in Edgeville and finally claim my rightful place with this lovely... I'd say rune armor, but I'm going to go for mystic first because magic is kind of what I'm focusing on in the early game. But anyways, I'm going to turn this stuff in, and I can use the defense lamp, which is cool, but the strength lamp also requires to have 50 strength, so I'll reclaim it from him later. I'll destroy it for now just so it's not taking up space in my inventory, and once I do finally hit 50 strength, I will go ahead and claim it properly. After I hit 60 magic, I went ahead and came to the mage arena in the wilderness to get capes. Well, one cape. And I went with the Zamorak cape, which goes lovely with my dark mystic robes. And I'm all about that fashion scape, even though it's like way more expensive than it has any right to be. Went and did a farm run real quick, and I am about to hit 38 farming, which is the requirement for toadflax seeds, so that's what I'm going to be planting from now until I am high enough leveled for quarm seeds. I came here to a World 2 Barthorpe with some magic training dummies that I got from Treasure Hunter, and I'm going to use them to get that last little bit of experience up to 66, which is the goal I was going for with the Mage Guild in Yanel. So now I finally have access to that. I did most of the experience up until this point through fungal mages, but it's a lot easier to do this once you're a little bit closer to the target level, because there's no requirements besides attack it, and it just feels a lot easier than trying to actually engage in some sort of PVM combat. I'm here finishing up I forget the name of the quest line, but basically the quest line that you need to get to Menaphos, because that's my next big goal, getting to Menaphos, for two real reasons, which I will get into a little bit in the next clip once I've gotten a little closer to finishing up this quest. So I'm finishing up the next quest in the Menaphos series, and the reason that I want to go there is, first of all, they have a feather shop, which is going to be good. It'll be an extra 30,000 gold a day, selling those to the Grand Exchange. But also, there's an event in Menaphos called Corrupted Scorpions or Corrupted Scarabs, I don't remember, the little things that pop out of the ground. And those give you Menaphos reputation, which I'll get into explaining in a later video. But they also give you Slayer experience, which is really what I should have done from the beginning for Slayer experience, but I just forgot about it for some reason. But anyways, you need 35 Slayer for a quest called Smoking Kills. And that's my next big goal, because that unlocks better rates of Slayer reward points at least, and the ability to make the Slayer helm, which is probably the first really big goal that you should go for when you're training Slayer on a new account. Anyways, that's all there is for this video, now that I've completed the Menaphos quests, and it is going to be in the next video that I will see you.